Good morning, everyone. It's Laura from McNeely Garden Studios, and it's Tuesday at 10. I wasn't planning on being here today because this is wedding week for my daughter, and it's exciting and it's busy. But I didn't come last week because we had Hurricane Helene come through, and that created a lot of work, and we were kind of tired and beat up. And you guys were great. You gave me the grace to just carry on and go on with my life. So, hi, Laurie. How are you? I wasn't planning on being on today, but I decided that I needed to. So I'm going to take a few minutes out of wedding week preparations, and I kind of wanted to tell you guys something what I've been doing. And I don't know that I've been making myself clear of what is in store for you. But did you know that art is a form of self-care? And of course, we all hear about all the things that you can do to activate your mind and keep, excuse me, keep the neuroplasticity going on in your brain so that you can stay actively cognitive into your elder years, right? So I decided that, and this has been years ago, but I started sharing them with you guys in January, that I would do art as a creative process, and I would include some kind of personal growth tip. Usually that has to do with the art, so that when you look at it, you think, oh, I remember that story, I remember that tip. But not always. Sometimes we just do art for fun, right? But as a way to marry the left brain and the right brain, the creative mind and the analytical mind, so that you can grow, is just an exercise that I came up with, and I just love it. So I thought maybe I would go through some of the things that I had. Thank you. This, honestly, Lori, is one of my favorite ones. I love orange, and I love the little acorns. It's, fall. But anyway, I thought I would show you some of the things, because I love to research and I love to learn things, new things. And so this is how I decided to carry on. But I'm going to turn you down to my table, and I'm going to show you some of the things that I would probably be bundling some of these for gifts. Probably Good Friday, but that way you can purchase them for yourself, purchase them for your friends as gifts for Christmas. But even bigger than that, I'm going to put them all in a membership. And what's so wonderful about a membership is that gives you access to the library of all the things, right? My library is called the Imaginarium because I'm a plant person, and you put plants in a solarium, and artists are very imaginative. I just decided that mine would be the Imaginarium. Besides, it's fun to say, like Kennebuckport. Hey, Jamie. So anyway, I just decided that I would go through and show you some of these things that I have been doing over time, and pull it all together for you and make it make sense, okay? So here we go. I'll bring you down to my table. I've got all kinds of stuff. So I know this is going to be backwards for you, but you guys know that I'm always here Tuesday at 10. Obviously, that's why you're here today, and I appreciate it so much. But so many of these things have lessons with them. They're life lessons, they're hacks, they're backed by science. It's things that I've done research and come up with an original design. This happened to be a workshop that I did call the Petal Project, and each element in the design is an element of your life. and we brought it all together about how they interact with each other. It was a very popular workshop, and a lot of people really enjoyed it, and I love seeing your versions. When I teach something like that, I love to see people's versions of my design, because they're all so different. So that's the petal project. This also was a workshop that I did called Growing in Indigo, and it was all about the science of going with the flow and how important it is for you to be able to adapt quickly and love. All right, so this one was really popular as well, and mostly what I do is kind of a mixed media, honestly. I do a lot of watercolor. This is an ink. This is heavy body paint, and this is acrylic pen and ink as well. And this is the third workshop that I also put together. I'm probably going to put bundle three of these together for Black Friday. This one's called The Door, and there was a fable type story that went with it about the possibilities of if you have the courage to go through the door, what might be for you on the other side. It was a lot of fun, and a lot of people really got stuff out of that. This one was another workshop, and it's called Mexican Tile. This one was really fun. A lot of people did a lot of different styles. They did different colors. They did different designs. And it was about visualizing your bronze. You know, when you win first place, you kind of feel like you've done it. You've made it. You've done the whole thing. Good morning, Terry. When you get second, you think, oh, if I had just pushed a little harder, then maybe I would have gotten first. But if you have a bronze mindset, it means that you did great for yourself, but you also might be able to push a little bit harder. And there's a lot that goes into this story, and a lot of science behind it. And I think you would enjoy it. This one was one of my more popular. Really, people just loved it. Not so much the art, because it was only about using up stuff that you already had. And it was talking about clutter and how you can disassociate yourself emotionally from clutter and be able to feel really good about uncluttering your life. These are some of the ones that are going to be in the membership. And this is all about discovering your inner goddess, and it's about your own identity. We talk a lot about how to discover your core, your core values and how you can really be true to yourself, because you actually know yourself. This one is a beautiful little jellyfish, and it's all about adaptability, because jellyfish, you know, they just kind of go with the tide, and sometimes they have to be able to cope with things that they weren't anticipating coping with. We do a lot of fun things too. This is a mixed media paper that's acrylic and some chalks and some paint pens, different stamps, different things. This one was not so much of a story, but I did give a way for you to be more successful during the week. It's all about strategies for Sunday that set you up for success for the week. Now, it doesn't have to look like this, but a lot of times they do relate. These were 2 monochromatics that we did. You can tell I did do a lot of botanicals. And I forgot this one. Ooh, this was wildly popular as well. This was all about time management. And we actually did two of it. But people were really interested to find out how to figure out how to manage your time better, and how you know what to do first and what to leave for later. This was color mixing, and we just kind of played with some colors, and even though these are kind of an unusual color palette, it still turned out really cute with the doodles on top. This is what I had planned on doing last week, because everybody really was interested in this style and this technique. But I didn't do it because of the hurricane, and we were all beat up. We have just bumps and bruises and scabs everywhere. But I will still teach this one probably on a live, maybe even next week. But today I decided I would just pop in and do this before I start packing for my daughter's wedding. So this is 2 new ones, and I do have an idea what they are going to represent and what the story and the lesson is going to be, but I'm not going to tell you that yet. Okay. Some things I just do, well, I'll show you these 2. This is my library book. It's not really a library book, but it's a book, a regular reading book. And I had a lesson that I wanted to do, and I didn't have a journal, so I just decided to start painting in this book. But this one's fun, and it's all about challenges, and it comes with a 30-day encouragement challenge. And, I explain what the science is behind being able to drop back and punt, so to speak, for different challenges. This one is about companionship. See the 2 little birds? And all about why it's important to be a good friend and to have good friends. It's all about your health and your happiness. This one also is a new one, has a story behind it, but also I'm not going to tell you. But you guys like this one? Let's see. That was fun. Polar bears, yeah, I love polar bears too. So those are a few more. But sometimes we just do things for fun. There's a little fox that I did for autumn. These are garden angels. This one is all about confidence. There's nothing more confident than a peacock, right? A male peacock. He gets out there and really shows his stuff. This is something I painted. Sometimes you just have things on your mind and you want to represent them or honor them. And this one I painted as a daughter of the king. Because I was thinking about my mother's having problems with macular degeneration, and there was the diagnosis that was kind of scary. And I just decided I'd come home and do this, but it really has to do with dumping some of your emotions that you don't need to carry around with you. You need to deal with them. So that's that. Certainly fun, right? This is just watercolor and ink, and it was just a short little thing that didn't have a lesson at all, but it was fun. This is a mixed media. Do you guys recognize this face? Hey, Kathy, how are you? Anybody recognize this face? I'll give you a second to think about it. I'll move this so you can see it better. Nobody wants to guess? This started off a bag from Starbucks. Jamie knows. So sometimes you can just take things that are going on in your life, honestly, sometimes just trash, and make something awesome out of it. These were just simply some fun things that I did. And there's always seasonal things. Like this was sort of New Year's. Here's another polar bear, Terry. This happened to be for Polar Bear Day, which is in February. And I discussed all the interesting things about polar bears. And of course we know that they're really in trouble. This was for Easter. See, this is the problem with glitter. I never use glitter. It's like everywhere. But this was obviously Easter. Had two different, completely different ideas for Easter. And sometimes it's good to use different materials, different techniques, different ideas. This is super simple, but it was so fun. I love the electric purple. That was just so neat. And 4th of July. Has anyone ever seen a horizon like this, a sunset like this? I have actually seen it. It was getting dark, and so the stars and everything were coming out up here, but everything else was just streaked with clouds and the colors that were coming up in the sunset. It was really awesome. I like to do, this is sort of the same technique, but this is just a fun, silly one, and this is a little bit more scary. So, you know, there's always something for everyone, hopefully. And this was a Christmas card that I did, and it was talking about the spirit of gift giving. And lastly, all these fun little pages. This is something that I do for my own worship. Sometimes I'll tear out a page and, you know, read the scripture and figure out something that I want to paint on there and honor whatever scripture it was that I was doing. So that's a lot already. That's going to be in the Imaginarium. A lot of things in the library that will be available for you to use and certainly learn about. I'll put this over here. And I'm going to be opening this membership soon. Uh-oh. Sorry, I didn't get them all. There's going to be all kinds of advantages for you. We're going to do... we're going to do one project a month, so you won't get overwhelmed. It'll be fun. You'll learn something new. It's going to be a totally safe space where you can get some confirmation and an opportunity to show your work and reactions enabled. I'm just reading the screen. I'm sorry. Sometimes things pop up and I'm like, what is that? But it's an opportunity to make friends and find people that are like-minded, and an opportunity to learn new techniques with your creativity, and also engage your analytical mind by understanding some life hacks that will benefit you and create some health and happiness in your life. I want to do it for me, but I want to do it for you. I want you to be able to find a way to just experience your life fully and to be involved in your own life. So often we look back and go, what happened to that year? Where did my kids go? All of a sudden they're grown and gone. But when you take time for yourself, self-care, to create, then you just are so much better off. There will be, each month there'll be a Create Week where you get to have time to do your own thing, and after that you can post it. And if you want some critique. If you want some ideas, you can get that. If you don't, that's fine too. You can just show off what you did. And it's just going to be so much fun, you guys. I'm so excited about it, and I hope you're excited. It's going to be opening up soon. So the only other thing I wanted to tell you is that we are, our little group of 7 artists that is having a create-a-thon again, October the 24th from 12 Eastern Standard Time till 7. The last one starts at 6, but it'll be about an hour long. So if you're able to block off some of that time, then go ahead and do that, and we'll see you live. But if you can't, then there will be some replays as well. There's a lot of things going on in that group, but you have to be a member, okay? So if you want to join that group, just let me know. Oh, you don't have to let me know. Jamie already put the link in there, so you just click the link, and you'll be able to see all of our cool projects for autumn. The subject is grateful, thankful, blessed. And we all have different styles, different techniques, and we all do different things. We're going to have different projects. So, and of course, mine's going to be right in my modality of some art and a reason why, right? So, wish me well on our wedding weekend. It's been a long journey planning and getting it all together, and it's going to be a joyous occasion. So, thank you so much. Let's see, self-care is so important. It really is. And self-care is something that I've had to learn as an older person. You know, we didn't used to do that. Nope, nobody did that. It was selfish, right? It's really not selfish. What is selfish is not emptying not refilling your pitcher. You just keep pouring out, and pretty soon you're empty. You don't have anything else to give. But if you take some time for yourself and you renew yourself and you fill yourself back up, then you have more to give to the people that you love. But that didn't used to be popular. So, thank you, Lori. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and go. Thank you so much for coming, you guys. Always supporting me, and I appreciate it. And I hope that I will be back. I can't imagine why I wouldn't be able to come be with you on Tuesday at 10 next week. Thank you, Terry. But I may be exhausted. You know, I doubt it though. I love being on here with you guys. So, all right. Well, we'll see you soon. Thank you so much. Think about joining the membership. Bye.